first 24 hours after a nationwide power grid collapse do not feel like the end of the world. They feel like a delay. At first, people assume it is local, a transformer, a storm, a temporary outage that'll be fixed before dinner. Phones still work, cars still run, the refrigerator's still cold, the faucet still gives water. Nothing looks like collapse. That is what makes it dangerous, because the first day is not about destruction. It is about pressure. Modern civilization runs on pressure. Water pressure, fuel pressure, supply pressure, social pressure. As long as pressure remains, life appears normal. And when pressure starts to disappear, people finally see the truth. Water is usually the first warning, not because it vanishes instantly, but because most people never realize how temporary running water really is. Water does not simply exist in your home. It is pushed there. Every shower, every sink, every toilet depends on a system constantly forcing movement. Pumps, towers, treatment plants, pressure zones. The moment power fails, that system begins dying. Not loudly, quietly. At first the water still runs, because the system is using what it already has. Stored pressure reserve tanks, gravity, doing its final work. People mistake this for safety. They believe if the faucet works, everything is under control. But the faucet is lying. By morning, the pressure weakens. Upper floors notice first. Apartment buildings on the 10th floor, the 15th, the 20th. Showers slow to a trickle. Toilets stop refilling. Residents assume it is plumbing. Then they check the hallway. Every neighbor is saying the same thing. And mid-level buildings begin failing. Then entire blocks. Then whole neighborhoods repeat the same quiet sentence. The water stopped. That moment changes people. Because food can wait. Wi-Fi can wait. Even light can wait. Water cannot. The psychology shifts immediately. People stop asking when the power returns. They start asking how much they have left. Bathtubs are filled too late. Buckets appear in kitchens. People who have never thought about the importance of water begin counting every bottle in the house. Stores feel it next, not because shelves are empty yet, but because behavior changes faster than supply. People walk in calm. They leave carrying fear. Cases of bottled water disappear first, then canned food, then batteries, then anything that feels like control. Lines grow longer, patience grows shorter. Nobody says the word collapse, but everyone starts acting like it. Hospitals feel the truth before anyone else. Backup generators turn on immediately, but generators are not solutions. They are clocks. Every machine in the building suddenly has an expiration date. Ventilators, refrigeration for medicine, emergency surgery, monitoring equipment. Doctors stop planning for next week. They start calculating hours. Fuel deliveries matter more than medicine. Time becomes visible, and outside, night approaches. That is when fear becomes physical. Cities are not designed for darkness. People trust cities because cities are lit. Streetlights create order. Traffic lights create rules. Storefronts create the illusion of safety. When darkness arrives, that illusion disappears. Without lights, every sound gets louder. Every siren feels closer. Every shadow feels deliberate. Every stranger becomes a question. People do not sleep. They listen for footsteps, for voices, for the sound of someone trying a locked door. And all this happens before true collapse even begins. The first 24 hours are not chaos. They are realization. The realization that normal life was never permanent. It was maintained constantly, invisibly, every second. And once that maintenance stops, people understand something terrifying. Civilization is not strong. It is simply uninterrupted. And on the first night, without power, for the first time in generations, that interruption becomes real. If you enjoyed this video, consider liking, subscribing, and leaving a comment. It genuinely helps support the time and effort that goes into creating these videos. Sharing it with someone who might find it interesting also makes a bigger difference than you might think. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.